Hello, everybody. My name is Arik Johnson. I'm the founder and chairman at Aurora WDC, and I'm speaking today with Ms. Marina Boyle of Mercyhurst University, our 2019 Jim Matthews Award medalist for intelligence excellence. Hello, Marina. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really well. How are you, Arik?
I'm just great. Thank you for asking. Well, what a pleasure to congratulate you almost in person. At least we're in real time, but I can't wait to meet you in person when you come to Madison for the G2 conference. But congratulations on your victory.
Thank you, and likewise, really looking forward to meeting you.
Well, tell me a little bit about what winning the Jim Matthews Award means to you.
Well, this award is so meaningful to me. Obviously, to bear an award with Jim Matthews' name on it is very special, and I feel very honored to do that. But as well as that, this award is a very nice validation kind of where I'm going with my career. I kind of fell into business intelligence to a certain extent, and this is very nice recognition for hard work. Obviously, I'm extremely excited to attend the conference. So it's a very meaningful, very special award to me, definitely.
Fantastic. You mentioned discovering the business intelligence world while you were there at Mercyhurst. Have there been any particular teachers, instructors, or other students who've really stood out to you as influences on your choice of a career path?
Absolutely. The entire department is just a very, very wonderful group of faculty, and intelligence is something that's really celebrated at Mercyhurst. It's a very important department here, but in particular, I would say Dr. Shelley Frine has been the biggest influence on me. I actually corresponded with her over email before I chose to come to Mercyhurst. We kind of spoke about the program, and she really convinced me that this would be a good path for me and had me sold. So really, I'm indebted to her, and then a lot of other great professors too. Professor Leslie Gelcher is one of our faculty that will actually be joining me and everyone else at Reconverge as well. And then Dr. Danzel, the chair of our department. So many people. I could go on, but it's a very good department here for sure.
Well, you're going to be encountering a few other of our Matthews medalists when you get to Madison, and I won't tell you who and spoil the surprise, but you may have met one or two of them in your academic career there at Mercyhurst from time to time. You know, we announced your victory on International Women's Day, and at the same time, we were launching a new social campaign of ours called Meaningful Work. And I was curious how you would define meaningful work in your career and what you're looking forward to as being meaningful in your work.
Well, for me, meaningful work is pretty simple. It's enjoying what you do and feeling like what you do makes a difference. So it's wanting to get up to go to work in the morning, actually looking forward to work. And that's how I feel really about Mercyhurst. I wake up every day. I genuinely look forward to going to class, looking forward to another day here. And I think that's really what everyone is looking for in their career and in their futures. It's feeling like you make a difference, and then working with good people that create a nice working environment that you're happy to be in.
Great answer. I love it. Well, one of the things that you mentioned in your remarks surrounding the victory was that you want to start a business, or rather, I guess, businesses, both here in North America and your native Ireland. Can you tell us a little bit more about what those entrepreneurial aspirations look like?
Absolutely. So my long-term goal really is to be an entrepreneur, to start my own businesses. And especially in the areas of travel and tourism. So those are the two areas that I'd really like to bring my competitive intelligence training into. I actually have a hospitality studies minor here at Mercyhurst too, and I'd really like to work that in. Travel is extremely important to me, to my family as well. We're big travelers, so that's what I would like to do for my field of work, definitely.
That actually reminds me, I was going to ask you what other places you enjoy traveling to. Where have you been, and where do you hope to return?
Well, for North America, I have traveled pretty extensively in the US since I've been here, and I have a goal to get to 20 states before I leave. So I'm on 14, and I have 2 years left, so it's looking good. I feel like I can make the 20, and Wisconsin will be the 15th for me. And then aside from the US, I haven't really been to Canada. I've been to Niagara Falls, but I'd like to see more of Canada. I've seen a lot of Europe, and I spent some of last summer in India volunteering. So I would like to go back there. And then the number one on my list, very unusual, but there's a school in South Sudan that I would really like volunteer in. So that is where I'm trying to get to next. But obviously, difficult one to get to, and it takes a bit of convincing with my family. So we'll see.
Well, tell me if you need a letter of recommendation or anything. I'm happy to help out.
Thank you.
By the way, you visited more states than most Americans have, I think, even at underage. But congratulations on that. And I know that you mentioned volunteering just now, and one of the things that you hope to do with the proceeds from your entrepreneurial efforts is to do some humanitarian work. Can you tell me a little bit more about those hopes and dreams?
Yeah, so thinking even longer term, when I retire from my career, I would really like to start my own NGO, especially do some work with women, and I would love to do some work with LGBTQ people in developing countries. So set up a network for young people and volunteers to travel to other places. And I would love to be able to say that I finished my career with enough money to be able to do that. So that is definitely my long-term goal. It's something that's very embraced by Mercyhurst. We have a big emphasis on service here. So that's really what I'm looking forward to. Hopefully looking back and being able to say that I did that with my life.
Very meaningful work indeed, Marina. Thank you. Well done. So what's going to be next for you after the G2 meeting next month? How are we going to keep track of all your exploits?
Well, I'll have 2 more years of my degree after the end of this one. So really looking forward to continuing this relationship with Aurora WDC and keeping in contact with everyone, obviously over LinkedIn, my social media, and basically keeping everyone up to date. I'm hoping to have a lot of good networking opportunities at the conference. So making sure that I stay in touch with you guys and with everyone else that I meet, and to continue this relationship between Mercyhurst and all these industries that we see now starting to expand into competitive intelligence.
Wonderful. Well, any final words of advice for those who are on the fence about potentially coming to Madison to meet you next month? There are some out there who I know are still making a final decision. And for those of you, by the way, who simply can't travel, and we understand that unfortunately happens to many of you, especially this time of year, we launched a mobile app this year, so you don't have to miss out on everything. Visit your app store of choice and search for Reconverge, and you should find it. Otherwise, come back here. I'll put a link on the description here. And as well, Marina, with your permission, I'd love to link to your social accounts as well on this. Any final words to encourage people to join us in Madison next month?
I just can't wait to meet everyone that's there, and I'd really appreciate being able to spend time with you also. If you can make it to Madison, it would be great.
Brilliant. Marina, thank you so much for your time today. I can't wait to welcome you to Madison April 22nd through the 25th, and hopefully everyone who's watching here will join us. Thank you again. Have a great rest of your week.
Thank you. Take care.
I know.